The more confident you are in your obsession, the less you need in the world. And what I mean by that is when you're doing the thing you know you're meant to do, you will literally walk through fire. You will live on the street. You will not eat for the entire day because you can't afford food, and you'll be fine. Like, you will be completely fine, like nothing is wrong. It can make you even happier because if your obsession is this thing that makes you happier than anything, when you have nothing else to worry about, like you literally have no money or nowhere to live or anything, but you have your obsession, life is so simple that you can literally just dial in and do the thing you love. And there's no bullshit. When I look back on my life, some of the happiest moments were exactly like that, where I didn't really have a lot of money, or I was struggling, or I was super stressed, but I was doing the exact right thing in the exact right moment. For example, with my old company, this photo booth company, I knew at the time it was exactly what I should be doing. It was the best opportunity for me at the time. And I would get these feelings driving after long weekends working, was still super broke. But I just knew that this was like the path I was on. This was the right piece at the right time. And I was the happiest I've ever been. I literally would be driving and would just get goosebumps because I knew I was on this path, and I never gave a shit about photo booths. It was just part of the stepping stone for the journey that, now I'm further along. I'm still early on it though. I'm still very early. There were times in the last year where I dipped low, whether that was psychological or business stuff. Even in those moments when I was doing the right things, when I was having the right obsession, having the right passion, it didn't fucking matter. It didn't matter if I was eating the cheapest shit I could to save money. It didn't matter if I was sleeping in the office. I literally was incredibly happy having the least amount of things, but doing the thing I know I was supposed to be doing. It's a really good lesson because the less you follow your obsession, the more you're going to look for things outside that are going to make you feel a certain way and feel better. And I am constantly reminding myself that all I need to be happy is doing the thing I know that I should be doing. That's it. That state of obsession is the best state. I was with a friend today, and he was describing how he literally just locked in a coffee shop for 10 hours yesterday and focused on this company he's building, this new project that's only a few months old. And I'm just like looking at him like a kind of like a proud father, even though he's not like I'm not like a father figure to him, but like obsession, that is obsession. That is 100% what obsession is fucking going and sitting in a coffee shop, and you might be super stressed about whatever, but you are dialed in completely into this thing. If you can go and sit somewhere and work for 10 hours on something happily, you are obsessed. That is what it is. And I bet you he was. Sure, maybe he was listening to music or whatever, but there's a big difference between obsessing for 10 hours and going to a coffee shop and watching YouTube and doing bullshit for, 9 of those hours, which is what probably a lot of people would do. And often if you are following obsession, you have to go through a period like that because usually at first you're not going to get paid well for your obsession. A good example is my content. It took me 4 years to make any money with my content. And that is not the example for everybody, but it usually does take a long time, a very long time to get paid for the thing you love doing. Sure, it happens faster to some people. Some people it never happen. I do believe if you make something incredible, it will reach enough people that you will get paid. I've always believed that. Always believed that. And when I looked at my content, I always thought if I just make this good enough and get enough eyeballs on it, because there's something here that's valuable and helps people, I will get everything I want. When I was really focused on animations last year, I literally just every day I would repeat to myself the same thing. Make better videos and you'll get everything you want. Make better videos and you'll get everything you want. That's a Mr. Beast thing I think I took from him, but it's true. That's what obsession is. Obsession is your life is incredibly simple. It doesn't matter if you're in a mansion or if you're on the street. If both of those people like writing, they both have everything they need. And that is the fucking truth. That is the truth. Realize that if you are in one of these moments where you are in, I call it the dark place, where you're struggling financially or emotionally or whatever, getting through that time strong and not caving in, but rising through the dark place and actually doing the right things will change you forever. And when you're not in the dark place, when you actually are building shit, when you actually have responsibilities, you're going to be able to do so much more and achieve so much more than the average person because you've been through it and you survived something that not everyone has survived. I think that's one of my strengths is I am extremely calm in what for many people I think would be extreme chaos. And I actually kind of thrive in it. And I actually put myself in that situation often through probably some self-sabotage because I'm sickly addicted to the feeling of having my back against the wall. And I know there's people listening to this who relate to that. But for whatever reason, it forces me to level up. And it always has. And I will probably continue to be in that position because that's just my nature. And I'll continue to bet everything on myself. That's what I've always done and what I always will do. And when I know something's working, I will put every dollar I have into that. I will bet on myself every day. I will burn every boat. I will start from zero. If I know something's going to work, I will bet big and I will bet everything. That is just the life of obsession. One thing is everything, and there is no plan B. There is no second thing. It is this one thing taking over your world, and that's it. That's really it for this video. Getting back into making some YouTube content. If you are in this place, like I said, where you are struggling, get through it, survive it, and focus on this core obsession. Focus on doing the right thing. It will change you forever. That's it. Have a good one. Peace.